What's up, everybody? I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMovieScreens.com, and welcome back to my continuing coverage of the 2018 Dallas International Film Festival. I'll be watching a bunch of movies for you guys. I'll be throwing them at you left, right, front, down, and center, and you pick whatever one you want to know my thoughts on. But this is the 8th film that I've seen at the festival so far, and that would be Hearts Beat Loud. Now, this one's directed by Brett Haley, and it stars Nick Offerman, Kiersey Clemons, Ted Danson, Blythe Danner, Toni Collette, and it follows a father-daughter combo played by Nick Offerman and Kiersey Clemons, and she's about to go off to college, and, Nick Offerman wants to spend one last summer with her before she heads off and, starts her next chapter in life. And they also are really into music, and they form kind of a music duo, and they start making music together, and that's how he is able to communicate with her. Going into this movie, I had no idea what it was about or anything, but I heard the buzz from South by Southwest, and it got me intrigued because I love Nick Offerman to death. I love him in Parks and Recreation, and he's just an overall charismatic actor. And he's got a really great, dry, witty sense of humor that I found really, just kind of alluring as you kind of watch him over the years on that show. And so I watched the trailer to it, and I liked it a lot. I'm like, oh, wow, this could be a really great movie about a father and daughter, and, music's going to be the backdrop to really kind of propel their emotions forward. And I really enjoyed the trailer. I saw the movie, and I like it quite a bit. So, is this story simplistic, kind of familiar, and is the cinematography itself kind of feel more of like a sterile TV movie type of deal? Yes, but what really works about this movie works in spades. And what I mean by that is that this movie focuses on relationships, and it focuses on subtle performances that really kind of accentuate these emotions that kind of happen throughout the movie, and that's why it makes this movie so special. And plus, the music is just a bonus. But the relationship between, Nick Offerman and Kiersey Clemons is a really great father-daughter bonding moment. You have Nick Offerman and his friend, played by Ted Danson. That's really great, like, comedic relief. Then you have Nick Offerman and Toni Collette to have a more maybe romance, maybe not relationship. And then you have Kiersey Clemons and Sasha Lane, who have a relationship of their own, and you kind of see that, relationship take place. It's all about genuine human connections and emotions that really drive this story forward. And that's what I really love about this movie, is that it doesn't need to be loud or ambitious with visual effects or, loud storytelling. This is a subtle piece of cinema that is propelled by really well done performances and music that kind of is the fuel behind all of this. And so the one relationship I found the most genuine and kind of, just raw in its form is actually twofold. I really loved Nick Offerman and Kiersey Clemons' father-daughter relationship, and Kiersey Clemons and Sasha Lane's relationship of their own. And what I realized is that this director really wanted us to focus on that. There will be lingering shots on these characters, and it doesn't cut. And it really accentuates the actors and their performances to really sell you on the emotions that they are trying to portray. And there are a lot of great moments throughout the movie, but those two relationships for me are the ones that worked really, really well. Now, to get to Nick Offerman. I see a lot of people online not really give Nick Offerman the credit where credit is due, and say that he is a great actor beyond the show that he is famous for. And I believe that to be untrue. If you want to know if Nick Offerman can actually act and not just be Ron Swanson, watch this movie. Nick Offerman doesn't have a grand moment in this movie where you go, okay, that's like his Oscar push. You know what Nick Offerman does in this movie is that he plays it in a subtle form. Whether he is angry, or whether he is sad, or whether he's having a heart-to-heart with his daughter, or having a genuine moment with Ted Danson or Toni Collette, it's always about subtlety. He never has to be loud. He never has to be overly dramatic. He feels like a real person in the way real people would act in these types of situations. And this movie just proves to me that he can not only act in a very comedically dry manner, but he can also portray real characters and not seem like a caricature. And that is what is so special about this. And that's what this movie focuses on, is the relationships at hand, and us just seeing these genuine connections that we thrive for when we watch a movie. We don't want to see, a fictional movie that just seems so fake that we can't connect to it. We want to see something that we can ultimately connect to. And these are events and characters that we can attach ourselves to. And then, like I said, on top of that, the music is just a bonus. The music is very catchy, it's very alluring, it's very indie feeling, but it also applies to the emotions within the characters in the film. And like I said, this movie couldn't even be about music, and I would still watch it because I like watching the characters and the way they kind of develop, but the music is just an added bonus. I'm always a huge fan of indie music and experimental indie music, and this film has really great original song work that kind of goes throughout it. And even the title song of the movie, Hearts Beat Loud, is a really well done song, and it's just, you can feel that chemistry between Nick Offerman and Kirstie Clemons as they not only had that father-daughter relationship, but also that chemistry of portraying to us as an audience that they are a band. And I found that really just kind of palpable, wholesome, and just absolutely lovable. And most importantly, obvious pun intended, this movie has a lot of heart, and I think you're going to leave this theater wanting more with these characters, and just be in a better mood than you were when you walked in. I like this movie quite a bit. I wouldn't say I love it, but I will give it where credit is due. I had a great time with it, and it's definitely going to be a really great crowd pleaser when it comes out. I'm going to give Hearts Beat Loud a B+. So what did you guys think of this movie? Comment down below and let me know. And as always, guys, I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMovieScreens.com, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.